Huh?
That was really clever using your super duper computer to do that. And hilarious.
Why, thank you, Fred. I thought so too. Huh? Nah. Hi guys, my name is Chris if you didn't already know, and welcome to my show, Smeg Chris. Clone 1 Percy, you can come back, it was just a trick. Look, watch, see? I'm wiping it off right now, and it'll not come back because there is no whiteboard ghost. Do you promise? Yes, I promise, it's just my cyber ghost that seems to not want to leave. The cyber ghost is still here? Don't worry, it only affects my electronic stuff, not clones. Okay. Percy, are you not sitting down too?
It depends. What is the redo today?
I'm going to do another looking back video.
Yeah, I can help her.
You'll love it really, Percy. He's always making a joke about not liking these videos.
It's no joke.
In a looking back video, I watched a previous episode where I did a 3 likes, 3 dislikes and 1 love to see if they're still the same now. I found over the years that some have changed. The episode I'm going to look back on is called The Communication Alternative. Apparently I uploaded this episode on the 4th of May 2013. Wow, almost 8 years ago. Blimey.
He was also on Star Wars Day.
Oh yeah, you're right, Fred. Another thing I should note is that I have not watched this episode in a very long time, so I have no idea what I liked, disliked or loved. So without further ado, I shall watch the episode and see what I said. Which means setting up the laptop somewhere. Okay, as you can see I've got the laptop right there. And you'll have to excuse the clinking noises, my heating's just kicked in. It must be very cold outside. I know it's very windy. I'd rather hear the clinking noises and keep warm than be cold. Anyway, let's see what I said on this episode. First dislike, keyring rings. Who the blooming heck thought it was a great idea to make them this big? The keys are always getting stuck inside, so I end up fighting with them. For the love of Winnie the Pooh, make them smaller. I am still in agreement with that. Let me just point something out. I've got a new house key. Those who watch my vlogs know why. And even that ends up getting stuck in the rings like this. And oh, it still drives me up the wall. And that reminds me, I should be writing a list down of this. Okay, so I'll just put likes, dislike and love. And I'll put a tick next to dislike because it's still a dislike. Let's see what's next. Second dislike. I've got a faulty sensor on my car. Every now and then it lights up claiming that there's something wrong with the engine, but it's lying. There is nothing wrong with it. The next day it goes back to normal. It's so annoying. I don't have that problem anymore because if I remember right, that's my Alfa Romeo that had that problem on. Having problems speaking. I don't get that with the Ford Focus that I have now. At least not when there's nothing wrong with it. When there is something wrong with it, yeah. So I'm going to say that's not still a dislike because I don't have that problem anymore. So I could put a cross next to that one. See? Another change. Let's see what the last dislike was. Third dislike. My phone. It broke. I accidentally dropped it at work and it landed face down. I know, I'm a poop head. The thing is the screen still works, which is really weird. So why haven't I had it repaired? Because I'm about to show you my love. Okay, I'm pausing it there because I'm going straight on to my love for some reason. That phone I actually still have and I use it as my alarm clock. Honestly. And yes, the screen's all cracked, but it's still usable. But is it still a dislike? You know what? I'm going to say no. It doesn't affect me as much. All I do is Like I said, use it for an alarm clock. So that's not a dislike still. So I'm going on to my love. Let's see. I know already I'm noticing what phone it is. Let's hear what I said first. My love, my brand new phone. It is a HTC 8X, a Windows phone. And it's awesome. The games that I have on it are brilliant, and it's so much easier to work than my old phone. The best thing about this phone is that when it wants to shut off and reset itself, it will ask me first, unlike my old phone. And when it wants to update itself, it will actually ask you if you want to wait for a Wi-Fi connection to do it. It's quite clever. It's my new best friend. Okay, well, I can safely say that is no longer a love for two reasons. One, I no longer use that phone, although I still have it somewhere. And second of all, when I got to the end of the contract on that one, I was hating that phone, like seriously hating it. Because it was a Windows phone, it only updated for so long and then they stopped updating anything on it. My Facebook app disappeared. There were other apps, I think like Twitter or something, disappeared because they weren't updating them anymore, so they just automatically disappeared. I think I did show it in a video, I can't remember which one, so I'm not going to go looking for it. But I was showing that on the home screen, all these boxes were disappearing off the screen, and that's why I started to really hate it. So no, it's no longer a love. Another one changed. Let's see what my likes were. Anyway, this leads me on to my 3 likes. And just so you know, these are all going to be apps from my phone. First like, Instant Buttons. It has Sound and Music from popular things such as the A-Team to this.
Hey Apple! Apple! Hey!
I really love annoying people with it. Do I still have that app on my current phone? Let me have a look. If I do, I've forgotten because I don't play with it that often. Nope, I don't have it on this phone. Really? No. Huh. Interesting. So obviously that's no longer a like because it's not on my current phone. I'm sure it's still on my other phone unless that got deleted because of not updating the app. Let's see what my second like was. Second like? Runtastic. Just like Strava on my last phone, except this one doesn't have to wait for the GPS to kick in as my phone keeps it on constantly. Unless I tell it otherwise. Unlike Strava, this app never loses track of where I am. Okay, I know for a fact that I don't have this on this phone. Let me just double check that. The reason I say that is because I now use Samsung Health. Yep, no Runtastic on there. I did like Runtastic a lot, and I think I did download it onto this phone, but when I discovered Samsung Health, and also because I've got my Galaxy Watch, I was able to use it through that. I think I just got rid of it. So there's another one that's changed. No longer like Runtastic. I mean I do, but I don't have it, so I don't. Right? That's logical, yeah. Let's see what my last like was. Third like. This app is called Sketch Free. Basically you can take a picture, either a new one or one out of your library, and turn it into a sketch. I love how they come out. Well, I definitely know that I don't have that anymore. In fact, I remember having that on my other phone and I used it for only a short period of time. In fact, I remember a month before that I'd been to Blackpool and I took a load of photos on my phone there and I did the sketch thing with that. But sometime shortly after, I just stopped doing it altogether. So even before I got rid of that phone, I stopped using it. So once again, that's not the same. And at the end of all that, there's only one that's still the same, is the keyrings. Everything else has changed. Wow, almost all of them. I think that's the biggest change since I started looking back on videos. But that's why I like doing this, to find out. I really do enjoy doing these looking back videos. See, Percy, it wasn't all that bad. When did Percy leave?
I have no idea. I was too engrossed in what you were saying.
It was just after you said about him always making a joke about not liking these videos. Never mind. Anyway, it's now time for me to go. All that's left for me to say is thank you for watching and subscribing if you have, and liking this video if you did. Until the next time, peace out. Chris? Yes, Clone One? When did you put that on the whiteboard? Huh? I didn't. He didn't let me finish. Obviously Percy did it. Just before I watched that video back, I had to think, Did I actually watch that episode during my 10th anniversary commentaries? So I had to dig the script out of there to have a look, and luckily I had not. Of course, as I was watching it I realised I hadn't watched that, otherwise I'd have known that this was going to happen. Only one is still the same out of 7. Wonder if I'll actually ever watch one where all of them have changed. It's bound to happen, because I change my mind quite a lot.